Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Tonight we're going to be having a look at this awesome folding EDC knife from Mcusta made in Seki, Japan. This is the smaller version of the Tsuchi. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase this awesome knife from Mcusta and help support the channel, make sure you check out the link in the description below because we do get a commission if you purchase this knife. And of course, before getting started, just want to thank the good folks out at Mcusta for sending me this knife to review. Let's get started. Here is a quick size comparison between the small and large Tsuchi. Here is the small version next to a large permanent marker just to give you a better idea for the overall size of this knife. I'm going to change up the perspective and have a look at this vertically here. Here it is with the blade open. And back to vertical with the blade open. Let's take a quick measurement with the blade closed here. Looks like it's coming in at just about 3 3/4 inches long with the blade closed. Let's take another measurement from the tip of the blade to the edge of the handle. Looks like it's just about 6.5 inches overall length with the blade open. Here's also another size reference. It's small enough so that I can fit in the palm of my hand. Let's get this on the scale so you get a better idea for how much weight you're going to be putting in your pocket. Overall weight coming in at 2.6 ounces. And just in case you're wondering what 2.6 ounces feels like, well, if you got a couple of AA batteries around the house, weighs almost as much as 3 of those. Let's have a look at the top of the knife here so you get a better idea for the overall thickness of this knife, and it is thin. Right, this is a frame lock, so there is no liner lock here, and they're normally thinner. It's going to ride really nicely in the pocket. So here's a pair of chopsticks. Right here is a smaller side. Here's the bigger side. Normally, liner locks would be the same thickness as that, but as you can see here, it's more similar to the smaller side. Let's bring a ruler back in here. Thickness-wise, look like we just have about 1/4 of an inch thick. Let's have a look at the thickness of the spine here. And that's a pretty chunky blade for a small knife. It looks to be just about the same thickness as a US quarter. Actually, it's a little bit thicker than that. Let's have a closer look at this beautiful knife from Mcusta. Starting with the opening mechanism, you've got dual thumb studs, so you can open this up with your right or your left thumb. And paying special attention to the coloring on here. Little bit of a rainbow blue on there, even on the pivot here. Could indicate some case hardening. Nice touch there. We have an anodized pin in here that's gliding on Teflon washers, and it absolutely flies open. As I mentioned before, this is a frame lock. So this little sliver here, when the blade kicks open, will swing over and lock to the base of the tang of the blade. To close it, you just move this on the side, close it with one hand, and you're set to go. Let's have a look up front at this awesome drop point blade. We saw earlier the thickness here of the spine going down to this nice fine point, all the way down to the sharpening choil here, making it very easy to sharpen the entire edge from the point of the blade down to the base. All right, we got a Damascus pattern in there, and that's not lasered on there. That is legit. The hammered finish from the handle carries over to the top of the blade. And we pretty much here have a flat grind, right? No curvature there. It's going to be very easy to sharpen and maintain. And it's going to be a strong blade. You get a lot of mass right behind that edge. Now, I just mentioned that this is a legitimate Damascus pattern because there are 2 layers of it. There's one on this side and one on this side. And in the middle, you have a VG10 core. It's called Sanmai. Basically, it's a 3-layer process. And if you're not too familiar with VG10, it was a super steel back in the day. Great all-around steel. It's got about 15% chromium, so the corrosion resistance is going to be absolutely fantastic. You're going to have good edge retention, good wear resistance. It's easy to sharpen, and it takes a nice, fine razor edge. Look at that right there. Absolutely incredible. So the way you make Damascus is you basically have 2 types of whatever steel, and you tend to just stack them how you want. So we're just going to go alternating like this, and you can go as many layers as you want. You can fold it over as many times as you want, but basically you get your billets, you mix them up, you weld them together, and then you forge them, and that's what makes that wavy pattern. So let's say now you have your 2 Damascus billets here. Now you're going to put your VG10 in the middle. You're going to stack them together, weld them together, and then forge them. That's how you get Sanmai, 3 layers. Handles are made of stainless steel. It's polished, hammered finish. Beautifully done all the way around. Look at how it catches the light. Hammer finishes are so nice. I also like the way that it's just kind of peeking up here on the top of the blade. It just continues all the way down the knife itself. Grip, pretty comfortable. Right, we got no jimping on the top. This is just a smooth knife all the way around. Like the lines just flow all the way around. Absolutely gorgeous. No back spacer, just standoffs. It gives this knife a very airy, see-through feel, very light. And you have your lanyard hole right here in the back if you want to use it. Last thing I want to show you is the pocket clip. And it basically just blends in with this polished hammered finish in here. So let me get you guys a profile view there. And here is a quick look at what this knife is going to look like when you cram it down in your pocket. All right, it'll stop right there. It's going to be easy to draw. Get your profile view there. Once again, guys, this is the smaller version of the Tsuchi made by Mcusta from Seki, Japan. If you're looking for a new EDC knife that has really unique characteristics, uses a ridiculously high quality steel, and most importantly, has a high quality of standard from Japan, this might be a great option for you. Well, alright guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase this knife, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.